Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. The Odyssey Puzzle Event just went live. This one will be here for 3 days in total until the 24th February, so we have a lot of time to actually complete the quests. In the Odyssey Puzzle Event, we have an exchange 3 roller token quest here. This is pretty good. We have win some games, in total 4 cards, up to 200 games all the way down here. So we already can do 5 quests fairly easy, and then we need only to open 3 of those lucky cases that you can find inside of the store here on the left side, and then you are already at 6 of the rewards, and then you will get the Galea BC. This one, as you can see here, has 0.4% bonus power and 600k in mining power, and also it can be sold in the marketplace. So I think if you are a fairly new player, then this is the least that you should aim for. And to get to 10 of the tasks done, you would need to already invest a bit more, but then you would get the Eagle Bearer that cannot be sold in the marketplace with 7p in mining power and 5.5% bonus power. This miner is actually really good. And for that you would need another 4 of the tasks here. That means if you are playing all of the games, you already have 4, you exchange those 3, you open those 3 lucky cases. Now you would need to exchange another 11 roller token on top. Then you are at 7 cards, then you will open more lucky cases, 8 cards, 9 cards, and then here 10 cards, or you exchange a little bit less roller token and you open equally more of those roller cases. Then you will be at the 10 rewards, and I think the 10 rewards this time are not going to be too expensive. And for the miner here up, I think it is actually worth it to aim for at least 10 of those rewards here, because the miner itself is really good, and with 7p in mining power and 5.5% bonus, you will be able to keep the Eagle Bearer in your room for a very long time. And also you will have, if you are going for 10 of those rewards, 10 tries to actually get something from the right side here. This time we have 2 times the last defender as a golden card with 3p in power and 3% bonus power, so this is actually pretty good. Also we have only 4 of the trashy temporary power cards, and the rest is actually fairly good. Some of the stuff cannot be sold in the marketplace, just keep that in mind. The last defender can be sold in the marketplace, so if you would hit one of the golden jackpots here, then it's absolutely worth it to aim for 10 of those rewards, even though you will invest a little bit of your roller token into it. And in worst cases, you will get all of the 4 trashy cards here, and maybe some of the season tokens that have a really good value actually, or maybe you get one of the white cards here of the Galeas, and it can be sold in the marketplace again, so that you get a little bit of money back. But the most important about this puzzle event today is actually this miner here, Eagle Bearer. I really think that this one is actually pretty good, and it also has a merge if you would get to 12 of the rewards here, and the merge is actually reasonable price. This one costs you around like 60 roller token. The parts alone will be around 56 roller token at current market price, and then you have a merging fee, and then you would have a miner here, the uncommon Eagle Bearer, or tier 2 how I always say it, and this one has 18p in power and 11% bonus power, and this one is a very high tier miner. I think that this one will not be replaceable anytime soon, and I think that the price is actually really good. And if you would get all the way to 14 rewards here and you do 14 out of the 16 quests, that would mean that you are opening at least 95 lucky cases and exchanging 94 roller token, or you exchange 144 roller token and you open a little less of those cases, or you open more of the cases and exchange a little less of the roller token. The choice is yours, guys, but then you will get the Eagle Bearer on tier 2 already, and you will now have 2 tier 1s and a tier 2 version, so you can actually merge it to the next level, to tier 3 here, and then it has almost 50p in power and 17% bonus power. It will cost you 1.5k of the green fans and 21 roller token in merging fee, so this one is a little bit more expensive, 1500. So this is 193 roller token actually, and the merging fee. So this craft from tier 2 to tier 3 will cost you around 220 roller token. For a miner with this power, I think that is pretty fair. And if you would wait until a merging event, then this will be cut in half, so that you basically need to pay only 100 roller token plus the merging fee, and for that this miner is actually really good. Another thing still ongoing is the crafting offer for 24 hours. The Vault Search here on level 1 is a really good miner for beginners, I would say. The Vault Search itself has a fairly high bonus power of almost 1% on the base level here, and if you craft this one, this will cost you only like 2 roller token, and then you can make the Vault Search on level 2 here, and the Vault Search on level 2 already has 1.8% bonus power and 1.8p in power, so this is an actually really good miner. And this craft here will cost you like 6 to 7 roller token. This miner is actually very cheap for the power that it gives. And the only craft of those crafts here that I do not recommend, especially for new players, is actually the last craft here, because this craft got ultimately expensive because the hasher's rack unfortunately skyrocketed in price. It went up so much that I actually unracked my stuff and I literally sold my racks. That was a fair amount of money that I got here. If I would have waited selling them a tiny bit more, I would have made like 20-30 cents more profit. But that was my decision. I only went for the second craft here and I skip on this one because of the racks that went up in price so much. But if you really want the Vault Search here on level 3 and you have the racks spare, you don't actually need to buy them, then you could actually go for the craft, because I think the Vault Search is one of the better miners in this power range. Also, it has a very high bonus power of more than 3%, so this is a fairly good machine that you could keep in your room for a long time. And then we have another thing ongoing, that is the landing sale of the Solar. The Solar miner itself is actually very cheap to merge. I think that they even changed the merging recipe a tiny bit. If you are purchasing at least 2 of them, you could already make a tier 2 version of it, and this will cost you only 150 of defense and 0.5 roller token, and then the miner already has 600k in power and 1.5% bonus power. So I think that this sale itself is really good. The only thing that I see here is that it's limited and it's only available for another 24 hours. So if you have the Solana, then I think you can definitely purchase this one, and I would always only recommend purchasing this in pairs of either 2, 4, 8, 16 or 32, so that you could actually make the crafts here. But if you cannot afford any of the pairs as a single miner, I think that this one is way too weak and you would probably just waste your Solana, because then you would need to wait on another sale like this to make it an actually good miner that you could keep in your room for a bit longer than just a couple of weeks. And then we have another thing ongoing, the race tournament. This time they changed that we are getting more points for winning games. Originally we only got 500 every time, now we get 1k for one game, and the same amount of points you would get by opening lucky cases. So by participating in the puzzle event, you already participate in the race tournament at the same time, just that now for winning a lot of games you get rewarded way more. But I already see here that the first reward isn't too great. This miner, if I remember correctly, has only 1.3p in power. I don't know what version of the miner it is, but I think that the rewards are not that great. So if you are actually missing out on this race tournament, then it is what it is and you don't need to worry too much about it, because I honestly think that the first reward will probably not be worth your time. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a lot of fun with the puzzle event. If you have questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I see you in the next one. Bye!